This is the Horse Radio Network. This is episode 261 of Horse Tip Daily, a different horse tip, a different equine topic, a different equestrian expert every day. Horse Tip Daily brings the world of equine knowledge to you one day at a time. Today's tip is sponsored by Eco Gold. You can visit them at ecogold.ca. Enjoy today's tip. Hi, this is Glenn the Geek with you from Lexington, Kentucky, and you're listening to Horse Tip Daily. Well, today we have back with us international dressage rider and a very good friend of mine, Reese Koffler-Stanfield. Reese is a young and upcoming star in dressage here in the United States, as well as in Kentucky. She's well known for her training program in both eventing and dressage. And we'll get Reese on in a minute, right after we speak to you about Eco Gold. You know, Eco Gold has the high-performance saddle pads and horse boots that the professionals around the world have come to love. They are non-slip, 100% breathable, and the ultimate in coverage and protection for your horse. They are the high-end boots and pads that the professionals like Philip Dutton, McLean Ward, Ashley Holzer, Karen O'Kiner, Boyne Barton, and Jessica Phoenix are using. They're made with high-tech materials and a state-of-the-art design. Eco Gold's innovative products are used worldwide, and you should check out their website. It's a fantastic website. It really does break down the products by discipline. You can check out what you might need for your horse at this current time. They have a fantastic website. Check it out at ecogold.ca. That's ecogold.ca. Well, welcome back, Reese. We always appreciate you coming on.
Hi, Glenn. How are you today?
I'm great. And, you know, you're always fun and excited and have a big smile. And that's one of the reasons that my wife and I like to hang out with you and your husband, is because it's always so much fun.
We feel the same way, for sure.
Well, you know, you're the ace dressage rider here in Lexington, very well known locally here in the area. And now you've been out doing some expos and things like that. You're just becoming the ace speaker as well.
Well, I really enjoy it, and I love the teaching part, and I love meeting new people and traveling, and I'm just a lucky duck that I get to go and do these things.
Now I'm going to have to get you to sit still long enough to host one of my shows with me. See? Would we have fun doing a show together, or what?
We would, for sure.
All right, so how are we helping people today?
So today, Glenn, we're going to talk about the difference between training and showing. We really try to make a distinction, especially during the competition season. Do we have a show this week, or can we train? Can we actually take some time and look at maybe the horse show from the week before and actually make some adjustments in where we are in training? And that's really important. When you train, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can make some mistakes, and there's no problem with that. But the week of the horse show, we kind of switch gears into, okay, we're training actually for the horse show. And when we train for the horse show, that means that we start to get a little bit more specific about geometry, riding corners. I also like to ride through the test at least one time before the horse show, the week before the horse show. And that way you're not in the ring. No one is surprised. You and your horse know where you're going to go. You know what direction you're going to turn. And even if you do your mental preparation, talking out your test, memorizing your test, when you get in the saddle, it becomes a different ball game. So that week before the show, in our lesson or in training, we take the time, go down the center line, salute, and ride the test, and make a distinction really between showing and training. That doesn't mean when you're actually riding the test you can't make a circle, make an adjustment. Of course you can. That's part of training that test. But it's just a little bit of a gear shift from actually riding around to focusing on preparation for the horse show.
Yeah, I didn't know what you meant at the beginning there, but now I kind of get what you mean.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's really doing a dress rehearsal if you're in a play.
You got it.
You're actually more focused and not goofing around as much, and you're really doing that dress rehearsal. So
you got it. That's exactly right. People forget that that's your time for the dress rehearsal.
I remember we used to work with the Pony Club a lot, and of course my wife's a graduate pony clubber and everything, and we used to work with our local pony club. And I just remember before shows seeing them all out in the parking lot, because she used to have them walk their tests and trot and canter their tests, and it just used to be so funny seeing them all out there walking and trotting and cantering in circles. And
and you know what? That is no problem. My husband has seen me do it a million times, and that goes into preparation for the horse show. And everybody prepares differently. Now I sit down with my trainer before a big competition, and we go through every step of warming up the horse show. From the time I get in the saddle, and to the time I get off, we've talked about it, and we've talked about it several times. We talk about it the week before the show, and we also talk about the morning of or whatever time that we're going to go. We set down a specific time that we're going to sit down and actually talk together and prepare. So again, there's no surprises when we get there, and I do it to a certain degree. That's how I prepare for the show, and each of my students is different. Some are running around in the parking lot with their tests. Others just want to take time to talk with me about it. Others want to just memorize it. It's really a personal thing, and those are the things that we want to prepare for in that dress rehearsal the week before the show.
Are you a big believer in visualization, actually taking some quiet time and visualizing your test in your mind?
Absolutely. I don't know a top rider that doesn't do some form of visualization. And I actually start my visualization for a horse show 2 weeks in advance.
Wow.
So when I go to bed at night, I'm riding through that test a couple times during the day. And what you do when you visualize it is your body and mind are actually riding it. And, I can't do that many Grand Prix in a row on my horse. So I take that time, and it's a really good time to start to do that. And that's what I tell people is take your time, do your visualization, and know what works best for you. Because, my visualization techniques 2 weeks out may make people really nervous. And they may say, Reese, I don't want to do it that often. I want to do it a little less. And that's fine, too. It's just you kind of have to tweak it and figure out your own personal way of doing it. And trainers should be really good at helping people with this. This is part of the mental game of dressage. I do it also with my event students because they have to do their dressage test. So and it's important for the eventers also, very important for the eventers to do it for cross country. Exactly.
Because that can hurt you if you're not mentally prepared for that ride. So.
I can't help them with that, but I can help them with the dressage.
Yeah,
sure.
You haven't been out there jumping recently, as far as I know.
No, really never.
All right, Reese, thank you very much. That was great. I appreciate you being on. Of course, you can find Reese at maplecrestfarmky.com. That's KY as in Kentucky, as in Georgetown, Kentucky. And we appreciate you being on. You can find everything you need to know about her there. And are you still taking new students?
I am, and we have our new farm, and I can't wait to show everyone our brand new project. We're so excited, and we're moving in next week.
Okay, good. Well, you can find, and the website will stay the same, right?
Yes, it will.
Okay, good. maplecrestfarmky.com. Thank you to my friend Reese. She is one of the most delightful people in the world, and I thoroughly enjoy having these opportunities to have her on the air with me and to get her off one of her horses. It's so much fun to chat with her. You can also drop me an email at Glenn with 2 N's at Horse Radio Network. If you're enjoying the show, do you have any specific tips that you want to hear about or any experts you want to hear on the show? And, we both had tremendous trouble with visualization. That's not a word that is easy to just doesn't flow off the tongue very well. So we apologize for that. We actually were laughing for a good long time after that because neither one of us could say it. You can also subscribe to the show through iTunes or Zune and get the daily tips automatically downloaded to your iPod, Zune, or MP3 player. And don't forget that now you can go to horseradionetwork.com and you can subscribe to the master feed and get all the shows from the Horse Radio Network in one feed downloaded to your iPod. You can also follow us on Facebook. Just search for Horse Tip Daily. We're trying to get those numbers up, and you can actually listen to the shows there as well. And you can follow us on Twitter at Horse Radio. And don't forget to check out all the other great shows on the network at horseradionetwork.com. I'll be back again tomorrow with another new expert and a different horse tip. Until then, stay safe, everyone.